Hi, this is Dr. Karen from Your Empowered Relationships. Many times I've spoken to you about the fact that relationships need to be given attention because a relationship is a live entity. So just like a plant, which needs water and needs sunlight in order for it to survive, so does a relationship. But now I want to speak to you about something else about the fact that a relationship is alive. Since it's alive, it's going to change. It's not static. It's going to shift at various points in your relationship if it's long term. And so part of that, what's going to happen is it's going to have its ups and downs. There are going to be times that are going to be bumpy, there are times that are going to be smooth, and there are going to be times where you're going to find that you don't really love your mate the way you did in the beginning. And I think that unfortunately, a lot of couples don't know that. They don't know to expect it. So when it happens, it's really kind of scary. And I think it's important that you know that that's going to happen so that when it does, you realize that it shifts and changes again. So when that happens, you have to just sort of, go with the flow. One of the suggestions that I have for you so that way you can handle it or not let it happen too often is that you do a check-in. We go for medical checkups, we go to take our car in for oil changes. So here's what I suggest that you do with your mate. Sit down on a fairly regular basis and sort of say, how's it going? And one of the things you do is you just start with the positive. So you say, what's working for us? What do you like? And then you shift and you say, okay, so what could use improvement? You don't say what's wrong, you say what could use improvement. And that way you're staying on top of things. Now, of course, if you start to notice that things are going along for a long time and it needs help, well, then maybe you do need to get some assistance from people. But here's a very interesting piece of research. When couples have found that they're going through a difficult time and they hang in there with each other, 5 years later, they're fine. So I guess the message that I want you to have from this video is that number one, to expect that there will be rough times and don't bail out. Work on your relationship and your relationship will work for you. In the meantime, if you want to move out of an emotionally frozen life to an enriched chosen life, then trust yourself. This is Dr. Karen from Your Empowered Relationship, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.